Alright, hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. Yet another unboxing, trying to get them all cranked out here that we're backlogged on. Who I've saved basically for last is fittingly Hex. Hex will, this is her standard Series 2 pulls, as you can see there, but she will later be available in Light Core. Looks like she's going to have some red in her in the Light Core pulls. That said, it's not out yet. Toys R Us canceled my pre-order. Don't really know when it'll hit. I'm guessing probably, January, February, maybe March. No one really knows at this point in time. That said, Hex, her slogan, as you can see there, is Fear the Dark. Obviously, she is from the Undead element. Here's a good look at her box art. Pretty sweet in my opinion. That's one of the perks to the single packs. You get a little more detail in my opinion. Hex was $9.99. I picked her up at Toys R Us. They had yet again the buy one get one 50% off sale. Given the fact I've got Fright Rider, I have so many of the other singles. My original plan was to just get the triple packs to save money, but between the sales, if you actually took the time to factor everything in, I'm actually going to be coming out on top going that route. So for financial reasons, I've basically gone ahead and picked them up. I'll save a little bit of money in the long run, which when you got this many figures and whatnot to deal with, I guess every penny counts. So, I'll try to look at it that way. That said, there's a good look at her in the packaging. As you can see, she is compatible with both Skylanders Spyro's Adventure and Skylanders Giants. Bear in mind, in Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, she will work. All the functions will basically be there. You won't have the level 15 cap. It'll be 10. Similarly, you're not going to have the WoW power, and you can't switch the upgrade paths. Coming around here to the back, you can see her box art there, nothing too crazy, just kind of floating around. Hex, she is back and better than ever. The new WoW power and the level cap of 15. Some of the other Undead elements that they've got promoted here: Fright Rider, Chop Chop, Hex, and Cinder. Hex is actually a very solid character in my opinion in the first game. Seems like almost everyone went her secondary upgrade path. I actually took her down the, can't think of what it was called exactly now, but the Phantom Orb path, whatever that one was. She has some incredible range when you fully upgrade the orbs. I think people preferred Bone Brambler basically, for battle mode, of course. Since it's not available, for one person, you have to have two people to battle. For me, it's more about story mode. That's kind of why I went that route. The cool thing, in Giants with Series 2 Hex, I'll be able to try out Bone Brambler, or Bone Crafter, whatever it's called. And I kind of get a feel for that, and then if I absolutely hate it, I can switch back to her primary path. So, pretty happy. Anyway, here's a look here, again, kind of in the packaging there still. But what I like to do, again, is actually take the back, holding the plastic with my thumb right here, just kind of pull it down. That actually frees the figure from the back plastic, and then we can kind of come in and focus, trying to put all our pressure not on the base, but the plastic, and then just kind of, free the Skylander that way. When Light Core Hex comes out, it looks like she's going to light up in the lower region. And, there have been quite a few people that have actually tested a Light Core or Giant out in the store, gotten home, unboxed them, and then realized that they lost the light up effect. So exercise caution, if you're unboxing Light Core Hex or any light up figure for that matter. In addition to Hex, you obviously get her stat card, and then the sticker sheet with the web code. Obviously, here is her sticker. There's the name, QR code, and then down below that you're going to have the web code for Skylanders Spyro's Universe. Her stat card, bear in mind, this is not directly related to the game, but they send them, so I'm going to talk about them. Her power or strength, 80 of 150. Defense or armor, 90 of 150. Speed or agility, 45 of 150. And luck, fittingly enough, it's 65 of 150. Hex's background story, kind of interesting. Long ago, she was a very good sorceress, and she ventured down to the underworld to confront the basically the Dragon Malfoy, which I'm sure you remember him from Cinder's backstory. But she went down there. She's actually battled him several times. He tried numerous times to capture Hex to kind of learn her secrets and her magic. She obviously successfully avoided that. But when she returned, she kind of went from, how she looked when she left Skylands and came back unwillingly, having joined the ranks of the Undead. Hence, obviously, the giant skull on the base there. But nonetheless, she actually, particularly now, is getting a big following. I remember when she first came out, people were buzzing about her. It kind of lacked off. And then apparently now her Wow Pow is supposed to be pretty dadgum good, so she's gotten pretty popular here lately. I know Daphne on Twitter, this is her favorite character. So that said, this is a kind of a cool repose. While it's not obviously that great of a repose just in terms of Hex, when you factor in, it looks like she's trying to conjure up the Rain of Skulls or something right here. It's kind of cool. I assume that's what that is, kind of like a skull and a raindrop. I don't know that you can see the detail here. That's kind of reflecting the light, but that's actually a pretty decent, skeleton face there. Same thing, obviously, right there. Obviously, they're trying to convey, the motion or the cyclonic action. And then over her head, it's still kind of hard to see that, but, it's not just like they put a white marble in there or something. It's actually got some detail work to it. I noticed this before I unpacked her. Obviously, that's kind of like a crystal-looking skull. I want, as weird as this seems, in this pose, she actually kind of looked more humble. I know that's going to seem weird, but it's really hard for me to get that. It's kind of glaring off her forehead like she used too much hairspray or something. Let's see what I can't do here for you. Wow. I don't know, that may be the best I can get it for you, but if you look at her eyebrow, it kind of hugs the eye, but then towards the nose it kicks up. It gives her like a really sinister look. If you just get her down here, it's almost like she's just, giving you that look, if you know what I'm talking about. Right here, while her eyebrow is similar, it lacks that little turn up or kick up as it comes in close to the nose. Kind of, like I said, makes her look more, just like a lady that's conjuring up a storm of skulls nonchalantly, not like, oh, hey, you looked at me wrong, I'm going to kill you. So, I really wish, you can't, if you have both of them at home, I think you're going to know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, we'll just kind of have to take my word for it. But obviously, the green base is her Series 1 pose, which, wasn't too bad. I know a lot of people always said their arms were breaking off. I haven't had that problem. But Series 2 repose, while it's not a great pose per se, they did add the items, and it's, pretty unique in my opinion. If for some reason, you're not a big fan of this pose, she does have the light core, which is kind of more akin to what we saw in her Series 1 pose, but obviously it'll have a light up effect. It looks like it'll be pretty sweet. Big draw for me, Series 2 was 1, getting to finally try out her other path without having to reset a character and frantically make money and whatnot. And then, of course, the Wow Pow, but her secondary path, people raved about it. What I ran into in the game is I just never had time, to really conjure up the Storm of Skulls. I know it's supposed to speed it up, but, the fact that I don't get to play much battle mode, the Phantom Orbs I felt like would be the way to go. And in all honesty, when I have played battle mode with Hex and the Phantom Orbs, due to her range and the ability that, she can rapidly fire them, she's pretty dadgum good in that respect there. But again, I picked Hex Series 2 pose up from Toys R Us for $9.99. Again, you can catch pretty good sales there if you're diligent about it. Sometimes she's a little hard to find, but say that I wanted to go get her tonight, between basically Toys R Us, Walmart, GameStop, and Target, I feel like I'd find her at one of them. Not really sure on Best Buy stock. I don't really go there. So that is another option for most people locally. And then again, online, basically all those stores, Kmart, I think JCPenney's has them now, basically anything. And then of course Amazon. If you want her, I don't think you'll have too much trouble finding her. Will she come in a triple pack soon? The answer is probably a definitive yes. Who will she be packaged with? I have no freaking clue. You know, at this point in time, past triple pack 4, I don't really know anything. I know there are placeholders up through triple pack 9. So, you know, whether we would see like Hex packaged with Series 2 Chop Chop and Fright Rider, like an all Undead pack, or if she'd be mixed in with, say, I don't know, like a Wrecking Ball Series 2 and Jetvac or something. I really don't know. So bottom line, you know, if you want her, she is available now in a single pack form, $9.99. Don't pay more than that. Even if locally you're having trouble tracking her down, try the internet. If that doesn't work, you know, just be patient. She'll eventually turn up somewhere. You can get her for retail, or in some cases less than that. But pretty nice repos. Again, what I have heard thus far is her WoW POW is supposed to be pretty dadgum cool. But you get Series 2 Hex, the figure. You get the stat card and then your sticker sheet and web code that you can put in on Skylanders Universe Online. Questions, comments, feel free to ask here on YouTube. However, for a much quicker response, I suggest you use the blog link at the top of the video description. I will get to that way quicker. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, fear the dark.